and welcome to Education Today. I'm Jonathan Zish, School and Community Relations Coordinator for the Armstrong School District. First, I'd like to thank everyone at WIUP-TV for airing this broadcast. Today, we're going to talk about the new SAT and what Armstrong School District is doing to prepare students for it. The college entrance exam is not just multiple choice anymore. For the first time, students will have to write an essay. This new test will be given locally starting May 7th at Katanning Senior High School. On our show today, we have two teachers from Ford City Junior-Senior High School who have been spending their Saturday mornings coaching students at SAT prep classes. First, we have Aaron Lasher. We also have with us Jamie Fry. Aaron and Jamie, on behalf of the Superintendent and School Board, I'd like to thank you for being here and welcome you to Education Today. To start my questions, would you please explain the changes to the SAT on the math and verbal portions? Start with you.
There are only one change with the math section, and that is the quantitative comparison questions. It used to be a section by itself, but now they're just scattered throughout the regular sections of the math portion.
Okay. How about in the English section?
There are many changes. First of all, the verbal section has now been renamed the critical reading section, and they have eliminated the analogies. And there are 4 sections to the test, and the newest part is the essay that they've just added this year.
Okay. In your SAT prep classes, what responses have you gotten from students, if any, about these upcoming SAT changes?
There are not many responses in the math section because there are minimal changes.
Okay. How about with the verbal section?
Well, for the multiple choice questions, the students feel pretty comfortable with that. But for the essay, they are a little bit uncomfortable, and it has helped to go through some of the samples with them.
Okay. And how about your thoughts as teachers about some of these changes?
I think that questions really do represent what we do in class. And for those students who do want to go to college, it is a good sample of problems that they should know to enter college.
Okay.
I agree with Aaron, and I also believe that the writing section does give colleges a better grasp on the writing ability of the students and a fairer comparison than just the multiple choice questions.
Certainly. As we're teaching more writing across the curriculum and integrating coursework, it seems like it was only a matter of time before the essay came to the college prep tests. Several students and guidance counselors have also shared their thoughts with us about the new SAT. Let's take a look at some footage of that.
Okay, as you know, the SATs have been changed in format. Starting in March of the present school year, they're going to lengthen it out. And my own personal opinion is, number one, the test is far too long. It's going to be 3 hours and 45 minutes. That's asking kids to be in a stressful situation for essentially a 4-hour period with very minimum break. I think that defies all good educational testing. My second feeling is it's far too expensive. It's $29.50 right now. They're going to up the price to $41.50 so they can pay the professional scorers. That's my opinion on the new SAT.
I think there's been an overemphasis in the SAT, and this is going to just play into that more. The SAT, this particular SAT, I think is going to start schools, involving schools with changing their curriculum. I can see just with like the PSSA, where schools are changing their curriculum to tailor it to the PSSA, where teachers and classes are starting to teach to the test. I can see the same thing happening with the SAT because there is such an emphasis. A lot of the colleges do look at the total person, the grades, plus the SAT, and so on. But with this, with it becoming longer, with the writing component, I think there's going to be more of an emphasis on the test, and the pressure is incredible. And as my colleague stated, yes, the price is prohibitive for a lot of our students, and it is very, very lengthy.
Maybe it's a good thing to have some stress in the education so that they know when they go to pay for it in a university setting, it is different than high school. There are deadlines, there are responsibilities of the student. I agree. It is a stressor, but is it a bad thing? That's for everyone to determine. Many students take it more than once. The first time there's a lot of butterflies and there's a lot of anxiety. Second time they're much more comfortable. If they don't get the desired results from the SAT, they may try the ACT, which has a writing option, or the ACT may stand alone.
Okay, we're back. To understand the new SAT, I think it would really help our viewers if they could see some examples of the questions students will face. Why don't we walk over to our Education Today activity table now and see a few examples of these changes.
Sounds good. The first type of question I wanted to show you was a student response question. This is the question, if x plus y divided by x equals 3/2, then what does y divided by x equal? And the answer is 1/2. The students can't, there isn't multiple choice. They have to grid the answer themselves. And there's two ways. That's why I have two grids on here. They could grid 1 divided by 2 as a representative of what is 1/2. And then they grid in the 1, fill in the circle, then the division sign for the fraction, and 2, which represents 1/2. They also could grid in 0.5 or just decimal 5 as 5/10, which is the same as 1/2. The SAT people say do not put the 0 in front, so we'll just grid in the decimal and the 5 to represent 1/2. The other type of question I wanted to show you today was an unfamiliar symbol question, which if you see at the top, it says x triangle y, and the triangle represents this function x cubed plus y squared. So a type of problem would be 2 triangle 5, and in this one they just make it 2 cubed plus 5 squared, which is 8 plus 25 equal to 33. Then they do a challenge problem, which would be -5 triangle -3. So again, we cube the -5 and square the -3, add them together to get -116. This would be a multiple choice question, so the students would find one of these answers as a choice. Thank you.
Okay, what I want to show you today is the actual scoring guide that's used for the essay portion of the test. And as you can see, it's out of 6 points. And when the essay is actually graded, 2 people read the essay, and it's given 2 scores. And those scores are added together for a score out of 12. And what they're looking for is what's very similar to the PSSA. They're looking for focus, they're looking for strong content in the sense that it's explained, they're looking for style, which is sentence usage, and looking for a variance there, and also grammar and spelling. But they do understand that this is the first draft of the actual essay. And when they look at these responses, they do understand that you only have 25 minutes to write. So what they're looking for is number 1, length. And as you can tell, this is a score of a 6 in the sense that they start with an introduction and they do set it up as a 5-paragraph essay. But in comparison, this is a paper that was scored as a 1. And as you can see, it's very short, and if you read the actual essay, you would see that it's very much focused on this person's experience compared to what it would be if they looked at the same topic from another point of view. Thank you.
Thank you for those demonstrations. Now that we've seen the examples, let's talk about the SAT prep classes you give. How many students have enrolled?
This last time we had 31 students as part of the SAT prep, but in other years there have been just as many.
Okay. And what kind of things have both of you covered in the SAT prep classes?
In math, we covered just the directions to begin with. The students need to be familiar with the directions so that they can understand what the questions are asking them and how to attempt to solve the problems. We also review calculator rules. There's calculators that they can use, calculators that they're not allowed to use, and how to use their calculator, because they do benefit with the speed of taking the test. We also cover student response questions where the students actually have to grid the number in like they would do on a PSSA test. The last thing we do is the basic math facts and the process of elimination and how to narrow down your final answer.
Okay. How about on the verbal section?
Well, we start with sentence completion, which works on vocabulary, and we work through a lot of examples to get them very familiar with the layout of the test. We looked at the paragraphs for single paragraph reading and double paragraph reading. We also looked at grammar, and we reviewed basic grammar in the sense of what they'll have to look for on the test, as well as applying it to a paragraph or a small reading. And then towards the end of the course, we looked at the essay. And we talked about the rubric for the essay. We looked at samples. The students had the opportunity to work through evaluating unscored essays from the rubric, and then they had an opportunity to write an essay at the end of the last section.
Oh, that's good.
Can I add one more thing?
Certainly.
In math, we practice and we practice and we practice and we practice. And that's the biggest benefit of the SAT prep class, to get them feeling more confident about their math skills and English skills.
Right.
So when they sit down to take the test at the Katanning High School, they won't be terrified. They'll be confident. They know what's going to happen. They know the type of questions on the test, and they're prepared.
If I could ask you something that made me curious while you were talking, what type of calculator can you use and which ones can't you use?
You cannot use programmable ones. You can't use one that make noises. You can't use the old-fashioned type that have the paper in them. Anything that would distract another student, you're not allowed to use. And anything that you can program answers to, you're not allowed to use. A basic, plain old scientific notation is the best type to take into the class.
Well, Aaron, what was the registration fee for this class, and what did the students get for this price?
It costs $50 to join the class, and they get 4 days of instruction with a teacher, and it totals about 15 hours of instruction. And also they get the SAT study guide book. All students get this, and it is worth $30. There are 8 SAT practice tests in here, so that's a lot of practicing that they can handle, and a lot of good tips on how to tackle the problems, and just some practice, which is what they need.
That's tremendous, tremendous value.
Yes.
You know, Jamie, with the SAT having an essay now, it seems very similar to the state's PSSA exam, you know, the writing test, which is now being given in grades 5, 8, and 11. Are there growing similarities between the SAT and the state exam?
Yes, there are many. Looking at the basic rubric, they are focusing on the 5 aspects that are already on the PSSA test, which is focus, content, organization, style, and grammar conventions. And we see that they are put under the time limit, which is also stressed for the PSSA exam.
Okay. What kinds of positive feedback have you received from students about the SAT prep classes?
The students are very happy when they leave taking this class. They feel more confident, more their self-confidence is higher, and they're ready for the test.
That's good.
Yes, I fully agree with that. I think the opportunity that they have to go through the sample test and just even become familiar with the directions and understanding what they're going to have to do really gives them that boost of confidence that they need to do really well on the test.
Is there any other information we haven't covered that either of you would like to bring up about this experience?
No, but the SAT prep class is offered every year.
Okay.
And so the students just need to contact their guidance office if they want to set up or register for this class before they take the SATs. And they can be for 9th, 10th, 11th graders, or 12th, even if they have not taken the test yet.
That's tremendous.
And it's for any student that wants to go to college or has any idea that is a plan for them.
Okay. Well, that's our show for today. Aaron and Jamie, thank you both for sharing your time with us to learn more about the new SAT and the school district's efforts to prepare students for the new SAT. I'd also like to thank Ren Steele, who teaches television production classes at West Shamokin Junior-Senior High School, and his counterpart from Elderton High School, Bobby Hamill. Both of their students did a great job as today's film crew. Please join us again next week for another look at the Armstrong School District and how we are on the move, working with the community for you and your children. Until next time, have a safe and enjoyable week.
support the core reading and math curriculum, teachers received extensive training on the Plato learning systems, which included full-day sessions as well as building-level support utilizing technology mentors. Through the Plato learning systems, teachers created specific learning pathways for students to maximize learning opportunities and began to analyze ongoing assessment information to make instructional decisions to ensure student success.
Each fall, something special happens in central Armstrong County. The community of Elderton displays its remarkable colors, revealing not only the rural splendor of its landscape, but the vibrant spirit of its people. On the Cowashannock branch of the Great Shamokin Path, people from the communities of Dayton and Rural Valley come together and flourish like the multicolored foliage of an autumn forest. Further south in Ford City, the majestic waters of the Allegheny River flow timelessly forward as an industrious town steeped in tradition rediscovers its potential for greatness. And in the county seat of Katanning, Pennsylvania, the autumn winds bring positive change and revitalization to a community with a historic past and a promising future. Throughout central Armstrong County, fall is a season marked by tradition and transition. Like the autumn leaves, students across the Armstrong School District return each year to don the colors that represent their schools and exemplify their own unique heritage and traditions. Individually, each is impressive, but collectively, like a magnificent multicolored autumn collage, they are, together, brilliant. Working together for academic excellence, the Armstrong School District is a public education system serving more than 7,000 students from 30 municipalities throughout central Armstrong County and a small portion of western Indiana County. The district operates with an annual budget of approximately $69 million and is Armstrong County's largest employer with 775 professional staff and support personnel. The Armstrong School District covers 436 square miles and encompasses 4 attendance areas: Elderton, Ford City, Katanning, and West Shamokin. The district's elementary schools offer a full continuum of educational opportunities and developmental programs for students in grades K through 6. Teachers collaborate on student learning projects with an emphasis on developing strong skills in math, science, technology, and language arts. Reasonable class sizes and a productive student-centered learning environment are the hallmarks of the district. Morning and afternoon kindergarten options are available in each attendance area. The district's secondary schools offer traditional educational programs with a strong focus on student achievement and preparation for post-secondary education and training. The Armstrong School District, in partnership with its families and communities, graduates educationally prepared, productive, morally responsible individuals. To achieve this mission, the Armstrong School District has developed a comprehensive strategic development plan that will guide the district well into the 21st century. The district's strategic plan provides direction for developing locally adopted academic standards that meet and exceed those at the state or national level. The strategic plan also allows the Armstrong School District to maintain control of operations, policy development, and administrative procedures. In the Armstrong School District today, There's a world of possibilities. A world driven by educational technology, where opportunities for extraordinary learning and achievement are as boundless as the dreams, abilities, and imagination of Armstrong School District students and educators. Access to technology is available in all K-12 classrooms in the Armstrong School District. Students use the internet to become active, independent learners. As a productivity, learning, and communications tool, technology has a positive impact on curriculum and instruction. The district's investment in technology enables greater individualized instruction and extends the boundaries of the traditional classroom. Like any successful school district, the Armstrong School District's greatest asset is its dedicated team of educators. Staff development initiatives allow teachers to take part in continuing professional education and training activities. Many of these training initiatives take place in Armstrong School District's new Professional Development Center, located in the district's administrative offices. The state-of-the-art facility features a total of 16 computer workstations, an interactive whiteboard and plasma monitors for video conferencing and multimedia presentations. New initiatives in the electro-optics industry and the emergence of other high-tech industries are positive indicators of economic development in Armstrong County, which could translate into tremendous opportunities for a new generation of employees. To meet the needs of these burgeoning local industries, the Armstrong School District emphasizes math, science, and technology in its curriculum. District graduates are also empowered with solid problem-solving and critical thinking skills. The Armstrong School District provides career awareness and post-secondary education and training opportunities through ongoing partnerships with the Armstrong Educational Trust, Armstrong Chamber of Commerce, Strongland Chamber of Commerce, and Lenape Tech. Post-secondary educational institutions within commuting distance for district residents include Indiana University of Pennsylvania, Clarion University, Penn State New Kensington campus, Butler Community College, and the many colleges and universities located in the Pittsburgh area. The Armstrong School District, in accordance with Pennsylvania Department of Education Chapter 14 regulations, provides special education services to its students based on physical, sensory, mental, or emotional disability. The district conducts evaluation reports and develops needs-based individualized education programs for each eligible student. IDEA training teams work to implement the best possible programs for district students. Incoming kindergarten students take part in the Successful Kids screening programs in the spring of each year. The screenings provide specific and detailed information in regard to a child's motor, auditory, cognitive, and language areas. Students in need of assistance participate in an extended day kindergarten speech-language program, a Title I initiative where specialists provide targeted support to ASD students in smaller group sessions. The schools in the Armstrong School District have a rich tradition of excellence in interscholastic high school athletics. The district also takes great pride in its wide range of performing arts programs, including choral, band, and drama programs. The district holds several special events and programs throughout the course of the school year to give students the opportunity to showcase their talent in these areas. At all grade levels, physical education classes give Armstrong School District students an opportunity to improve their athletic skills and physical conditioning. Armstrong School District students are also offered a wide range of electives that give them the opportunity to become more well-rounded, productive individuals. Elective courses in home economics, foreign languages, industrial arts, and many other areas expand the overall scope of the educational experience. The Armstrong School District operates an in-house food service program that offers a wide variety of nutritious lunch selections. The district takes part in the National School Lunch Program. Free or reduced-priced lunches are offered to eligible students. Safe and reliable transportation is provided to all attendance areas in the Armstrong School District. The communities of the Armstrong School District are not only a great place to learn, they are a great place to live. The area offers residents a unique blend of rural beauty combined with a progressive vision of the future. The diversity and pride of the district's many communities are its strength. Realizing that all members of the community are stakeholders in education, the Armstrong School District strives to provide adequate and equitable funding to ensure equal opportunities for all students and a fair chance for schools to improve performance. Important information about the progress of the Armstrong School District is shared with residents through a district newsletter. The district also maintains an informative website to keep local residents up to date with school events and activities. To stimulate population growth and increase the local tax base, the Armstrong School District has introduced a new home construction tax abatement program. The program exempts 100% of property tax on the assessed value of new residential construction for homes started from January 28, 2002 to June 30, 2005. Under the program, residential properties are exempt from taxes for a period of 24 months. Like the leaves of autumn, each of the individual schools within the Armstrong School District is remarkably unique and special. But as one, these schools and the students, educators, and parents who comprise them are together brilliant.